So
Should we?
Go
So
ahead.
hear me out. Pierce killed a guy, and Jindy too. I think it was unclear.
No.
We should hide that body? Should we get rid of the body? Is that what people do in society? Normally, I would just eat him. Look, I'm just saying I may know how to get rid of a body.
Tox is taking over the inn or something, right? Is that what's happening, Tox? Is that what you're doing?
Well, I mean, I thought about it. You know, I don't have anything else to do, and I feel like I could help these people sort out what happened in the town. You know.
Oh.
Good. So I say we all go drink for free at Tox's new tavern.
So at this point, it's 5:30 in the morning. The sun is starting to come up. Because you guys are getting to the point to where you're going to be risking exhaustion if you don't get some sleep. Just as the sun is starting to peek through the window, you all find yourself drifting off into a restful sleep. Q. Can I get you to make a wisdom saving throw, please? Q. You feel your bow in your hand, and you're standing in the darkness with it drawn. More. You release the arrow as you see a knoll appear in thin air and collapse to the ground. More. You draw the bow again and release. 2 gnolls are lying on the ground in front of you now, dead. More. 12 gnolls. More. 12 gnolls and 1 giant spider land in front of you. More. Now you're standing on, like, in front of a mountain of corpses. There are dozens of gnolls, dozens of giant spiders, blue dragons, and now Augustus. More. Jendi, Kess, Pierce, Dorf. It's almost like you don't want me to regain my strength, Q. Don't you want to hug me? To see my face again? The mountain melts away, and you're standing in the dark again with your bow drawn. More. This loops on and on through the night.
What? I think. I need coffee. Is coffee the thing that, if you have a really bad night, coffee makes you feel better? Q now has the caffeinated coffee, and Pierce has decaf. Cass. I have an idea, but my brain is thinking too fast for my mouth.
Yeah.
So can we, before I panic, go to get the dead body? I promise I don't want to eat it. I'm just thinking a lot of things, and I got a lot of ideas. And if I think things, I won't have to think about things. You know, you like actively think, and that stops you from passively thinking.
Oh yeah.
And
that's how it
I've
works.
I just had a lot of bad dreams, and I'm trying not to think about them. And I've not really ever thought this much before.
You need the dead body.
Dead body, that's the one. If I could get it, and we could do something with it, and then nobody will find it, because I know you said that they wouldn't find it where it is, but if we take it with us, they can find it, and I think I can get it to be not a dead body anymore.
Okay.
Dorf.
All right, wait, hold on. We haven't spoken about this. The little hyper potato just ran off. What are we doing here? We leave it there. Why would we want a body with us?
I'm working on something, and I've never thought this hard.
Oh?
But if they weren't bad, then they shouldn't have died. But if they did die, then maybe we could bring them back.
We're getting a little close to necromancy for my taste, which is a...
How bad of a taste is necromancy to you?
No.
I'm just only ever been good at making things dead.
And you feel like you could make something not dead now.
Right.
I go upstairs. I open the closet to look for the magistrate.
There is no body there.
We all got in a fight for no reason.
There is an amorphous shaped hole in the floor, and you can look down and see that liquid has dripped out of it. That's where the liquid has dripped onto the ground.
The vial has some sort of corrupted version of life well water, right?
But
okay.
My question is, Was he made out of live well water?
I've got a question.
Out of corrupted live well water?
What happens if you drink regular live well water?
I take out my canteen and I drink it.
You're going to take 118 points of radiant damage. Which, for those of you at home, is 2 points shy from permadead. You collapse, but you don't feel like you lose consciousness. Suddenly, the darkness shifts into light, and you're standing beneath a black tree. And perched in this black tree is a raven. And the raven flaps and flaps toward the ground and lands on the ground. And as he does, he becomes a man. His forearms are completely black, and there are even blacker veins, like black ice running all the way up his arms. His fingertips are orange like fire. You are doing quite a bit to help me become more powerful. See, you are on a path, but so am I. And it seems as if we can help each other. There is something about this life well water that I have been able to not quite so much figure out, but I have a hunch. All of this has something to do with a void. All I know for certain is there are strong, very powerful beings who are working to sow chaos. You are dealing with things that no one has ever dealt with before, at least not that we know of. But I wouldn't put my money against you. What are all of you doing?
Q is
Cast
screaming
Preserve
for
Life.
someone to help.
Freaking out.
Preserve life restores 35 HP.
The second I come to you, I start trying to pull the life well water back in the canteen.
Cass, you feel you have a very strong, warm, dare you say holy feeling inside you.
Maybe we shouldn't drink it.
Hey, maybe
You think so?
I thought I was done thinking for the day, but I think maybe we shouldn't drink it. I think I'm done thinking for the day.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you're not dead. And I think that makes you my friend.
Yeah, it does. I'm glad you're not dead
Okay.
too.
I didn't go drinking.
I'm just-
Yeah, thank you. No,
Yeah.
okay.
Kess made a truly horrifying for me decision to drink the life well water that she had been keeping in a canteen. After that truly harrowing experience, you all made your way north toward a town called Seyhoff. You traveled about a day and a half, mostly quietly, largely due to probably, trying to digest some of the events of the previous days. During the second night, Kess and Pierce were on second watch when you heard a kind of a weird gust of wind. That started to turn almost into a scream. And with your high perception rolls, you were able to notice wispy figures out in the distance.
Do we wake them?
What if we just duck back in the hut and see if they just leave us alone?
We'll run back.
All right, both of you guys go into the hut.
Yeah.
There are more than a dozen of these things, and they are barreling directly toward you. As they get toward you, they gain altitude and they form a circle, and they start to swirl around, almost as if they're trying to find you. You actually hear kind of a rumble. They sort of form in a spiral and float away. You look out across the field that you're in, and you see the ground sort of moving, and you see some of it almost open up like a sinkhole, and it goes, it just crumbles in. You see several areas about 10 feet wide, circles. You see areas where space seems to be shifting.
Like a void?
Around mid-late afternoon, you start to notice you're on the outskirts of a town. Before you even get within the city limits, you notice absolute carnage. As you're walking, you said you're looking for signs of life and people to help.
Yeah.
Eventually, you see a covered wagon. There appears to be a body lying in the floor of this covered wagon. Jindy, as you lift the sheet, you see a human woman. You're able to tell immediately that she is dead. and then you feel cold metal against the back of your neck. You see an elven woman, and she's holding a kind of hand cannon. All of you actually at this point see another dragonborn woman approaching from the rubble, and she's holding a large diamond. Oh no. This is bad. Everybody, can we kind of lower the weapons just a little bit? We're scientists in a way. We're trying to figure out some of the weird stuff that's going on around here. Again, my name is Nicole. That over there is Brenna. She's she's very excitable, very happy. I see you met our other friend. She's been gone for nearing 2 days now, and we're just kind of we've been trying really hard to get the resources that we need to try to take care of that situation. She places this diamond on the chest of this body, and then eventually it shatters. This feels different than it usually does. How long was I out that time?
Did you also recklessly drink a vial of black stuff that nearly killed you and left all your friends alone without you?
I elbow him in the stomach.
To be fair, that does sound like something I would do, but no, I've not done anything like that quite in the past couple of weeks anyway.
Because that would be stupid, right?
I just look at Paris and I'm just like, now? You want to talk about this now?
I do not.
Okay. Neither do I.
Okay, so we got some interesting stuff going on here around all sides. So why don't I start? Okay, why are you all here?
Well, we have to go through here to get to Seyhoff.
So what's your business in Seyhoff? Because Seyhoff is there's some stuff going on there too. People are calling them storms, but I've never seen any kind of storm like this in my life. It's not necessarily atmospheric. It's more of like I don't really know what it is. That's kind of what we're trying to figure out. But first off, the ground starts to rumble, and a couple of craters open up. And then all of a sudden you look and there's floating discs. They just seem to pop up randomly. We think we have an idea to maybe figure out what the source of it is. But yeah, so she's trying to rig up this sort of thing where maybe, just maybe, if we can put this thing in the right place at the right time, it'll tell us where this thing is coming from. You know, if we could work together, that might be something that we could, mutually benefit from, at least.
Like two doves in the night, I don't see why we can't share some information with each other while we're here, at least.
You guys feel the ground rumble, and you look over and see this sinkhole open up where a building is standing, and it just like sucks it down into it. And Nicole says, "Oh, starting underground this time. Grab the rod. Grab it." These flat discs, basically like two-dimensional things. Kess and Augustus, you're sitting still side by side. It opens up right fucking next to you. You can feel that, near-death rumble deep in your core. You guys get to a point late afternoon where you can see a town on the horizon. And as you are walking, you feel the ground start to rumble again. You see a sinkhole, and then you see them start to form all around you. And can I get another round of straight D20 rolls for everybody?
Natural 1 and Q rolled a 4. I know this is a natural 1 situation. Like, nothing happens to you unless you roll a natural 1, and then the worst happens to you.
God, that's a lot of dice.
That's not a great thing to ever hear a DM whisper into the microphone.
Is he adding up numbers again?
From a moment ago, as you scampered away, like the thing opened up in front of you, and you scampered away, and you were like stepping backwards. Another one opens up, and you fall backwards into it. You take 120 points of necrotic damage.
I'm dead.
And you all look, and you watch as Kess falls backward into this thing. And the three people that you just met are completely silent. You look over and like Brenna is holding her hand over her mouth. After a moment of silence, they start to disappear. The one that Kess fell through disappears, and from it, her dead body falls.
Pierce turns to Jindy and he goes, no, 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 do something!
Dwarf is already running towards Kess's body.
I get over there and I touch her and I cast Revivify.
You put this diamond earring onto your friend Kess's chest, and in a much smaller, into a bunch of little crystals, you see it like go forth into her, like up into her nose, and then you see
Pierce doesn't know what to do, so he takes off like his duster and he sort of puts it on her like a blanket.
Mix actually runs over and like slides into the ground and is like, are you okay? Is there anything I can do?
Let her fucking breathe.
Kess stands up and turns into a white wolf and just starts running towards where they were supposed to be running towards.
Okay.
As she's running away, I start screaming, "We have to talk